It's bonus content
Cheers.
time. Yay. Guys, look at my new mug. Oh my ghost.
I don't have
So
a cool enough mug.
cute. Well, I didn't tell you I was doing my fancy mug. I'm enjoying a cup of hot water and molasses.
Me too. And I remembered to put a shot of
Hey.
pumpkin spice whiskey in it.
Oh my God. No, just boring hot water and dark molasses. It's black. I use blackstrap molasses. So, guys, welcome to some
Yeah.
bonus content. We're going to talk about a weekend challenge, a duel, if you will.
Dun dun dun.
I was hoping you'd do
Or
that part because I
something.
really want to take a sip of my drink. I'm gonna do that. I love arbitrary fun challenges for no particular reason whatsoever, and I've sort of semi-talked Diana into joining me this time. So we're going to structure a weekend challenge. We're going to go over the base, what is a weekend, what is the challenge, and how we're going to structure it so that it's as fair as possible. And we're going to tell you how we came to those decisions. So you can decide if you wish to join with us. Maybe you want to grab a friend and you want to challenge each other to a duel. Maybe you want to challenge yourself to a duel and set yourself a weekend goal. But let's talk leg warmers.
Mm-hmm.
Why leg warmers?
Because I
Because
think I can
Diana
do them in a weekend.
thinks she can do them in a weekend. She's dancing now, so she needs dancing leg warmer apparel.
I really do, honestly.
Really
They'd be
do.
so great.
You need to keep your calves and your ankles warm. I fully endorse
They'd
this.
be genuinely really good.
You're really good. I love leg warmers. I'm already a leg warmer fan, mostly because of damage I've done to my ankles and my calves. So I already understand the importance of keeping my legs toasty, especially in the winter. Toasty legs, super important.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Oh
Yep.
my God. So I was like, okay, well, why don't we do this? And Dad was like, I could do a pair in a weekend. I was like, well, why don't we do a duel? And she's like, yeah, let's do a challenge weekend. So we're going to do a challenge weekend. Now, for us here are the base rules. Diana works 4 days a week. So a weekend for us is 3 days. To
Although
keep
we
it as
still have
fair
to do
as
our regular podcasting stuff on Friday.
we still need to do our regular work. So I still need to stream. She still needs to stream. We still need to do our podcast work and whatever else we have designated as personal fun time for the weekend. So going out with friends, board gaming, spending time with the husband, bugging my cat, like those things all also have to happen during the weekend. So we don't get to just take the weekend off. Laundry has to, like the usual adulting has to happen.
I'll be packing for a trip.
So like I have to
What else
cook
is new?
food. Yeah. So like there's things that are going on. But we figured 3 days, that was good. Start from whenever we wake up Friday morning to whenever we go to bed Sunday evening, which means I can start earlier because I'll finish earlier in the day because I go to bed before Diana does. And she goes to bed after I do. Our time
This is true.
perspectives anyway. So those are the rules. That's what encapsulates a weekend. But now we got to talk about how we made this fair, which is harder to do than it sounds. Because first I was like, okay, well, why don't we do points? Like every time you fit, like if you picked a textured pattern or a lace pattern, those leg warmers would be worth more points. The thinner the yarn would be worth more points. And I was like, wait a minute. I am overcomplicating the crap out of this. We have different sized legs.
That does
Guys,
make it simpler.
guys, we're actually different sizes.
Seeing as you're a good couple inches taller than me, yes.
We are actually different sizes. I knit faster. This is a very true statement. This is a statement we must acknowledge. I knit not so much faster, but I knit more. So I dedicate more of my day to knitting. I just have more knitting time.
Very true.
I've budgeted my life so that I have more knitting time. I've built it in. Oh my God, I think I have Warhammer that weekend too.
Yes.
Okay. There's like 5 or 6 hours gone. So that's fine. But I have longer calves than Diana does, and Diana has a smaller diameter of calf or circumference of calf than I do. So I technically have more knitting. So it's like, why? One pair in, one pair out. We're just going to compare pairs. Half a pair is half a point. A full pair is a point. Does that sound
Sounds
fair?
good.
Sounds
Yeah.
good? If you're crazy and you go with fingering weight, it's worth 2 points. If you do a super bulky, it's worth half a point.
Yeah,
Everything
I'm
in the
just
middle
gonna
is in the middle. Worsted, DK, those are
just
all roughly the same size.
do some DK. I have lots of DK stash.
Yeah, do that. I have hair that is escaping like crazy. That way we had like the most amount of freedom to pick from our stash. We had the most amount of freedom to pick the patterns that we wanted. And we had we could make the things that we wanted to make. Crochet, knitting, doesn't matter. Our choice. Again, because time denoted for it will be different based on our heights, right? So like I could do a pair of crochet leggings. I'm still doing more crochet than Diana. Is it faster than knitting? Yes. Is it an option? Absolutely. We could totally crochet leggings. Just as good as knit leggings. Oh, so I rounded up a couple of general patterns that I really liked. I don't know if you did the same.
I seem to have selected four.
Oh, hey, that works. I created a whole bundle because of course I did. Because
I do not have a whole
I'm
bundle.
that
I went and filtered
level
out anything that looked too complicated.
crazy. I did not. I just went in and it was like, what's pretty and what do I like? And then I'm gonna look at those.
I still haven't figured out how to filter out frills.
Frills.
Frills and ruffles. I saw so many like warmer patterns that were just like flancy little frilly bits at the bottom. Like, ew.
Nope. Nope, nope,
Um,
nope, nope.
um, no hate to flancy frilly bits. I just don't want them on me.
I
It is
literally put
definitely a thing
in,
for a lot of people.
okay, so notice guys, I'm leaning off screen. I put in leg warmers, adult, free.
Mm-hmm.
This human has incredibly tight disability budgets. So there's no spare pennies any month. So it's I'd love the paid options. I loved a lot of the paid options, but for this challenge, I don't have time to have money before the challenge to buy a pattern. So it had to be free for me. And then I went with has a photo, yes. Language, English. I don't want to try to translate. It's a challenge weekend. And I asked to be shown ones in DK sport, worsted, or fingering. And I got 9 pages to look at overall.
Oof.
I scrolled past every single super bright white photo with light colored yarn and no contrast. I was like, nope, I'm not even going to bother. If I don't have a good first photo, I'm not clicking through. I'm not going to fight to try to see these images, which helped narrow the field down really quick for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked images where I could see that they were legs.
An
This was
important first step.
important, kind of important first step for leg warmers, and that my eyeballs didn't go, oh God, white.
Fair.
So it didn't take me long to filter down to things. Okay. I'm looking at my Ravelry page right now and it's got this one notification here because I've got the next clue for the Stephen Westham College just sitting there staring me down.
Haha.
Like, I can't open you yet. I mean, I
Oh
could.
no.
Nothing's gonna stop me, but I would like to finish the one I'm working on first. I'm also being really good. I'm not looking at spoilers or anything yet. I haven't even watched the clue. It's like, nope, I'm gonna behave. Behave. All right, I gotta scroll till I find my leg warmer bundle. Oh my God, where is it? I have a lot of favorite bundles.
I just have a lot of favorites. I have not sorted them.
I have, I thankfully started sorting the moment I started using bundles and I got away from that. What was the other one that you could do? You could set up in your queue on Ravelry
Mm.
to work on, which guarantees I won't work on it, right? So I very gratefully moved over to bundles and that works a lot better because if I'm looking for something as I see things randomly, I can toss them in a bundle to look at later. So like if I'm looking at a sweater quantity of yarn, I start with my favorite bundle and take a look at what I've got in there, things that have caught my eye before. It
That's
makes my
smart.
life much easier, so much easier. All right, so I've only got one page. 3, 6, 9. I have 10. 10 potential patterns to pick from. Of course I do.
I managed to filter things down to 31. I picked
Oh,
four.
cool, that works. Well, you got the boho leg warmers, which are stupid, stinking cute. I, of course, went with like names I liked and glimpses of images that I liked. Because me. Because me. Let's blow this up one more time so I can read this better out here. You do not want to know how big this font is. Ooh, I found heeled leg warmers.
Ooh,
So they cover your foot. And I'm thinking for like my ankle braces and stuff. So like I put those in the bundle because it's like, okay, no, those are proper dancing leg warmers. They start just after your toes and like go all the way up to your knees. They do the whole
fancy.
thing. Yeah. Yeah. There's the birthday leg warmers. I don't know why they're birthday leg warmers, but they're a nice slim fit leg warmer. The stay up leg warmers. That's entirely ribbed, by the way.
I bet they do stay up.
Oh, they probably do. I will probably swear if I'm making the walking trail leg warmers. Something that I can't read because the pattern name isn't in English, and that's fine. Simple leg warmers. A lot of these don't have a lot of crazy going on. There's ribbing, there's
I
cuffs,
definitely I
stockinette
filtered by
legs.
difficulty as well, so the
Oh.
difficulty is a 1, 2, or 3, which is how I
Hmm.
got it down so far, and I also stuck to DK because that's what I had a lot of scraps of. So
Fair.
31. That's how I got to 31.
Do you have the hot gams leg warmers?
No.
I know.
I
I know.
have Helix leg warmers, which are basic
Ooh,
stockinette, ribbing top
okay.
and bottom.
Sorry, you were describing the leg warmers you have.
I have Keep Me Cozy leg warmers, which are a
Ooh.
mesh knit that look very fun.
Guys, we're gonna have
There's
the links for
the
all of these in the description box. Or at least the ones we're
the
narrowing down to.
Amikomo C leg warmers, which I
Okay.
believe it's a Japanese pattern with an English translation. They look like fairly basic ribbed leg warmers with it's folded over at the top and there's like an I-cord kind of
Oh,
tie situation.
okay. You
So
get some leg
they look
warmer
very
patterns to
like
send me.
adorable Japanese schoolgirl kind of vibe.
I need that pattern.
Might be too cute for me, but
I need
it's
that
an
pattern.
option
DK,
and
you
basic
said?
ribbing. That's what it says.
Oh, Jocelyn needs that pattern. I
But
might
the
need
ones
to
that I
make
think I'm
those.
gonna do
Okay.
are slightly more complicated. They are the Among the Clouds leg warmers. They have a teensy bit of color work on the top cuff,
Sure.
and then the rest is big loose braided cables. So they have a
Ooh,
lovely
okay.
slouchy look that I love.
Those would have a beautiful decadent slouchy look.
They look very smooshy.
Okay,
So I think
okay.
that's what I'm gonna do.
That's fair. I don't doubt because I really no, I need to see those Japanese ones.
I'll
Like
throw all the
us.
links in our chat after.
Ooh, good. Well, we're gonna need them for the video, so it's a thing. Okay, so the first ones I was thinking is possibly maybe the hot gams, but that's only if I can find two skeins of worsted weight yarn in the same color at 100 grams.
Mm-hmm.
Because it says to 500 yards, which I'm assuming is for the larger legs, right?
Yeah.
So in the round, it's got cute little cables, female one piece, short rows, top down tied, written pattern, all the important informations. They're very cute. The sample here is done in a very dark color, so I'm not picking up tons of details. Like I'm picking up the cable detail down the legs, but it doesn't look like a very aggressive cable. It looks like a nice subtle cable. Does that make sense? Like some cables are really aggressive. They are a
Yes.
cable, and you are going to know it.
Mm-hmm.
This one, not so
Absolutely.
much. This one, not so much. The Great Gams was published in 2010. So she's an older pattern, but that's okay. That's okay. Primarily, I also have one that's called the Squishy Stripy Leggings,
Squishy
which
stripy.
they look really squishy and they look very stripy. So they are the name. This is important.
Mm-hmm.
Important. It says fingering weight, so you can use fingering weight scraps. I was thinking maybe fingering egg scraps. Maybe I'll make a smaller size on a larger yarn. Also possible because you just need to get gauge. And gauge is 20 stitches over 4 inches. So long as you have gauge, it's fine. I mean, it borks your yardage requirements, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
because that's just how that works. But I have all of this very, very pretty yarn from Asa, and they're 50-gram balls of lovely Icelandic wool. And I think squishy
Ooh.
striped leg warmers out of these guys,
Yes.
I think that would be most excellent. And I do like the
They would
squishy
stay
stripy
up
leg
really well
warmers.
too, because they would just like stick to your pants.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Or the ones that's the or the stay up leg warmers, same idea because it's ribbing. I can,
Yeah.
it's DK. I just have to get gauge on the worsted, and you want a tight gauge for leg warmers.
Hmm.
You want that density. So like I could use either one of those. So I'm pretty sure like I want to start with this and I want to start with some striped leggings for some fun striped leggings. Now I have leggings already. I've made the wool shanks and I've made the Dylan leg warmers as well. So like I've made a
Hmm.
crochet pair of leggings and I've made a knitted pair of leggings. I love my wool shanks. I may make another pair of wool shanks at some point, but I don't think that pattern will look great with stripes. It's not quite the look the
Hmm.
pattern's going for.
Fair.
So I'm contemplating using some of these beautiful colors from Asa. I don't even know how to describe most of these, like brownie
Green,
reds.
red, and blue.
Yeah.
I'm doing
I can see
great.
the blues, I can see the greens, and I think they're like brownie kind of reds. Anyway, very earth toned colors. Very Mother Earth witchy vibes in my mind. Little forest nymphy action going on here. And I think these would be great with dresses or skirts over top of leggings.
Mm. Hmm.
I mean, we'll look super anachronistic with my new fall shoes, but I don't care.
No,
Just,
you're just on trend.
sure.
You're
I've
just
reached the
on trend.
40s where I don't give a flying fart what people think of me, and I'm done with it. And I'm done with it. No more. I'm finished. I'm done. I did, however, pull yarn. You've pulled yarn? Did you pull any worsted or did you just pull DK?
I only pulled DK.
Okay. I pulled some worsted, I pulled some DK, and I pulled some fingering. I want to try to see if I can get a leg or a pair of legs done a day.
That's a lot.
It's a lot, but I'm going to try.
I'm just going for one pair.
It is such a small circumference. It's such a small circumference. If I can knit 3/4, no, five, 6/8, 7/8 of a DK weight sweater in 2 weeks, I should be able to manage more than one pair of leggings in a weekend,
Hmm.
even with the long legs.
Depends
Even
on
with
the
the
complexity of the pattern, I guess, but yeah,
yeah,
probably.
yeah. Also with the DK ones, I have short circular needles, which means I could do them in the round. The
Ah.
worsted are the only ones I'd have to do magic loop because I don't own a 6 millimeter short circular. But I own 5 millimeter short circulars and I own 4 millimeter short circulars, which is what I tend to work on the other weights, right? For like that 20 stitches over 4 inches, which is a gauge I quite like. And I had thought I would just do some nice basic DK weight with this yarn because this is the yarn from Germany, this beautiful DK
Mm-hmm.
weight blues and greens.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned that Japanese pattern.
Oh.
Yeah. Now you see
Mm-hmm.
why I want
That'd
it.
be very cute.
Now you see why I want it.
That'd be very cute.
Hmm. So I'm gonna have to take a look. So this pattern may have changed. May have changed. I was gonna do the covers the ankle ones, which are
Mm,
a
okay.
DK fingering weight, but I gotta take a look at that Japanese pattern that you have first, because I think I might do that. Obviously, the thinner the yarn, the longer it'll take me, right? Like I even
Yeah.
put aside one that's called honeycomb and it's super bulky and it looks like the slip stitch honeycomb pattern, but it's done in a bulky yarn. Can you imagine that? Like worsted held double. I'd say like my um words coming out of my face will be English, I swear one day. Briggs and Little. I have all of that dark green and cream Briggs and Little still. Could you imagine a
Oh, okay.
honeycomb super bulky? And
Mm-hmm.
quite frankly, if a pair of super bulky leggings takes me more than a day, I've done something wrong with my life.
Yeah, okay.
That's a yeah, come on. No. Even at Magic Loop, I should be able to do a pair in a day. Fingering, that would be all weekend. So like I don't know if I'll attempt the fingering weight ones, but I for sure I think I can get through a worsted and DK pair. It'll be tight, but I think I can do it. However, I've left myself space. What colors of DK did you pull out?
I have a few options.
Okay.
Mm.
Because see, like
Reach
stretch
here.
would be the gray yellow in fingering.
Ooh.
Be a
So
stretch.
assuming I'm going to do the Among the Clouds with this,
Hmm.
I have a ball and 2/3 left of the gray from my octopus sweater of the gray
Ooh, I
tweed.
forgot about that. Okay,
And
okay.
then the contrast color at the top could either be the pink contrast, again
Mm-hmm.
from the sweater,
Mm-hmm.
or some purple contrast. I have a few different shades of purple, but I think I like this purple the best.
I like that purple. The pink's good though, don't get me
So,
wrong. The pink contrast is quite nice.
so that's one option. Definitely gray for the main color, but then either pink
Mm-hmm.
or purple for the color work at the top.
Okay.
And then, do you remember my Comfort Fade cardi?
I do. It was years ago, but I remember.
I still have so much of that yarn left. Like,
You really do. Oh my
there's
God, you have
so
so
much
much.
left. There's not even, there's a whole other ball back there. There we go. I have so much of this left.
That's a lot. Woo.
I could absolutely turn that into several somethings.
Yes, you could.
So,
Oh. Striped leg warmer, striped cowl, striped mittens. Just saying.
full stripey set.
Full stripey set.
So I have some choices. I have pinks and grays. Apparently I really like gray. I'm really into pinks and grays right now.
You've been into pinks
Never
and
mind, I
grays
have
for a
fewer
bit.
choices. Yeah, well, I pulled from sta like leftover stash
Hmm.
rather than full skeins. So
Oh no, yeah, use up
we're
your stash if
continuing
you
with the
can.
pink and blue, pink and gray theme.
That's fine. I think that's lovely. Though I might, okay. Do you have your scale nearby?
I do
Brianna's like,
actually.
why? Where are you going with this? What is
I
your
do have a
brain
scale.
doing
What do you
now,
need?
Douglas?
It's even on and ready to go.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Do you remember that 3-day sweater I made?
Or was it?
It's crocheted. It's the crocheted mesh pullover I wear every once in a while that you really like.
Okay, yes.
That striped in your DK yarn from your Comfort Fade cardi because you have the most of it.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Potentially.
Yeah. Would use up your scraps. Crochet is quite fast. You obviously would need more than a weekend because mine was at worsted weight, but I could do the math for you for a gauge. Then it's just 2 panels and sleeves.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's some there's some thinking. There's some thinking in there. There's some thinking in there. I do like the
Hmm.
idea of the leg warmers to go with the octopus sweater so that you could have matching leg warmers to your octopus sweater to wear with your dance clothes to go to dance class.
Yeah, there's a certain appeal
Yeah,
there.
there is an appeal there. I definitely like the appeal there.
So I
Okay.
think that's the
Mm,
plan. Gonna make some, and the octopus sweater even has the little wavy cables down the front, so the
it
cables would
does.
tie in and it would be
Yeah,
all
yeah.
matchy, matchy, matchy,
Yeah, yeah.
matchy.
Yeah. Without being like, it's the octopus leg warmers to go with this sweater, like so close it hurts.
Yeah, no, there's not gonna be any octopuses on these leg warmers. I'm not doing actual color work. It's like stripes.
Barring in mind that it doesn't matter what we've shown you guys, we are absolutely free to change our mind, pick different patterns, and fall down rabbit holes. I know us. And since we're not doing this challenge till a weekend in November, anything could happen between now and the weekend in November.
It is fully 1, 2, 3, 4 weekends from the time of filming.
It's I can't be held accountable for picking colors 48 hours ahead of a cast on, never mind nearly 4 weeks.
Yeah,
Any number of things
we'll
can
see
have
what
changed.
happens.
We'll see what happens. However, we are going to do this for November. Oh goodness, what weekend did we pick?
We picked the second weekend in November. That is November 8th is the Friday through November 10th is the Sunday.
Okay, okay. So I've got some time. Got some time. I could take a look at those Japanese ones.
Hmm.
Could be pretty. I
Could be very
definitely
cute.
think. I definitely think I'm going to do the staying up leg warmers in the striped in the Nordic wool. But me, I'm going to plan big. I'm going to plan for 3 leg warmers. There's no way I'm getting through 3 pairs of leg warmers, but I'm going to plan for 3 pairs of leg warmers just in case I get lucky.
I'll plan for one and like a stretch goal.
Well, three is my stretch goal, right? Because like
I'll be happy if I get one done.
and there's those honeycomb ones and they're bulky.
They're very cute.
And we're really because we pitched the point idea. It was just if you get a pair done, you get a pair done because there's so much more knitting for me than you.
If they're significantly thicker or thinner yarn, then
We
adjust points
can
accordingly.
Yeah, yeah, just so that we've got wiggle room so we don't feel like we have to try for like that. Like I may not do the fingering ones, which would make no sense, right? It would make more sense for me to get through a worsted pair and a DK weight pair, or like a bulky pair and a DK weight pair, like figure it out that way. But I don't think I can do fingering. I love the idea of doing fingering, and I love the yarn I pulled to do for pair fingering, but I don't know if I can do them, right? Like
Hmm.
we shall see. It is definitely a looser gauge than a sock because we got those ankle ones. So like maybe I do the ankle ones in fingering and I just try to do those. But I like the striped staying up ones and I like the honeycomb ones. And that's bulky and worsted. Okay, I'm gonna plan for an obscene number of legwarmers. I'm not gonna get them all done, and that's totally fine. And I'm
Yep,
gonna dedicate a weekend and I'm just gonna see how many I can get done, just to have some variety, because I
sounds
love my
about
wool
right.
shanks. That sounds about right, right? Which means I have to free up some needles. Hey,
Okay. Yeah, I
okay,
think maybe I need to do that too.
probably.
Don't actually know.
Who knows at this point? Guys, that's the challenge. Hopefully, you want to join in with us. It can be whatever it is you set for your weekend goal. Maybe your challenge is a hat in a weekend. Make the goal what you need it to be for a challenge weekend. You know your knitting speeds, you know your knitting time for that weekend, like what time you can conceivably have available. And we shall see everybody on the socials for that weekend with pattern links and the yarns that are finally chosen. I think I got to use the Nordic wool. No matter what else I choose, I got to do the Nordic wool stripes.
I think so.
I think that's going to be my start point. All right, I'm going to say until the next time you see some bonus content, I'm Jocelyn.
And I'm Diana.
And no matter where your week takes you, don't forget to
Don't
knit.
forget to knit.